gotta get a sigil. Gotta get my...
We couldn't have done this before.
I don't know. Need some WD-40. Got some squeaky stondages over here.
Jesus.
I can't remember if I got this one fresh. This might be from the chili pot days.
Whoa. Throwback. If you do that one more time.
Might also be time to change our freaking camera angles. The fact that I have the camera on the table that we sit at is... We
can just hold them like selfie cams the whole time.
Yeah, we'll just hold each other's cams.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Just a subpar producer.
Today, everyone, I hope you have your local priest on speed dial. Because this week, we're talking about people who, I swear to God, have no soul.
No soul. Oh,
that's right.
Gingivitis. The most random. I don't know why we picked it. It just happened.
It's okay. It was just fun and silly.
Just sounded like a good idea.
So this week, everyone, we will be discussing the top 10 redheads.
Gingers, as some refer to them.
And listen, fun fact to start off this ep. This is a true story. This is not for the bit. When I was little, I used to pray. Literally prayed to God that I would wake up the next day a redhead. I wanted to be a redhead my whole childhood. So bad that my grandparents, when they gave me dolls, to be like, look, this is you and your sister. Like, they would get us dolls that look like us. They gave me ones with red hair because I knew I have the dolls.
Why the hell did you want to be a redhead?
I don't know. I wanted
bad?
it so bad. I literally used to pray and be like, please let me wake up with red hair.
You wanted to be soulless?
Maybe that's what it was. I wanted no soul.
Jeez.
But that's a true story. I have redheaded dolls from my childhood.
That's super weird. Can you fix it's a little crooked. The logo, you want to be taught. Yep. There we go. 38 episodes and...
That's great. Well, I'm going to start us off.
Redheads.
Yep.
People that have red hair.
Okay. Someone's silly today, so who knows what's going to happen.
Oh, we're getting rowdy.
Okay, rowdy redheads.
Rowdy reds.
My number 10, this felt like...
Rambunctious redheads.
This felt like a grandmother... I know you're thinking of more.
Nah, I'm dialed in now.
Okay.
Go ahead. Grandmothers.
Yeah, because this person sounds like my grandmama.
Revved up redheads. It popped in. I wasn't even thinking, okay? That wasn't my fault. That was...
If I do a 2-finger fake GUN, are we going to get shadow banned?
We already are shadow banned.
Already?
Are you kidding me? We've been shadow banned.
Red.
Oh, whoa. I didn't even see that one.
Anyways, my number 10 is Reba.
Reba.
An absolute classic. She had a show that for some reason I watched in like middle school.
Wasn't it called Reba?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is how you know you've made it.
Truly.
But to me, she feels like family because she literally sounds like my grandmama. Shout out, grandmama.
Was she a Golden Girl? I don't know why I associate, oh God, her with golden women.
She was a singer.
Yeah. Of course.
Country singer.
There you go. Surprised she didn't end up on Post Malone's new album.
Yeah, what?
Is she still?
She's still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, trust me, you'll know. That'll be a sad day for me.
Fair enough.
But yeah, number 10, Reba.
The Reebster.
The Reebster, as some say, aka, as Trev says.
What the redheaded Reba?
There's going to be a lot of puns this episode.
Alliterations.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, we were both going to take a sip at the same time.
What was her show about?
It was just like a kind of dumb sitcom, but it was like she's the mom, and then her, because this was when she was a bit younger, and then her daughter gets pregnant, and then it's like, it's funny, but it's like all about family. It's just like a pretty classic sitcom, but I used to watch it all the freaking time.
Nice.
Her daughter's name was Cheyenne. And the dude that is in Shameless, who's married to the black girl, I think his name's Kevin in Shameless.
Oh, Kevin.
He plays the daughter's like boyfriend.
Kevin and what's her name?
I haven't seen.
I
could name about 2 characters, and one is Kevin.
Same. And you know who I can name? Debbie, because I freaking hated Debbie once she got preggo.
Shout out, she's a redhead.
She got dishonorable mention.
Yeah.
She
sucked.
So annoying. I hope that she got it together in later seasons that I never got around to watching. But,
I think I stopped around that time.
Oh, I definitely stopped.
She was cute as a kid, but yeah, once she had a little child, she got a little sassy.
God.
But anyways, that's a bonus redhead we just gave you guys there.
Don't even get me started on the honorable mentions. They're about to get out of hand.
Oh boy.
When we get there. So okay, Reba, my number 10 is a little more out there.
I'm scared.
L. Ron Hubbard. The creator of Scientology.
That honestly makes sense, though. That checks.
What a lunatic! He has like 42 books that he's never proofread any of them. He just like published first drafts and was just like, "Yep, there it is." And then Scientology. Scientology is crazy.
Fun fact about Scientology: next to the campus I went to in Nashville, there was one like down the road. And for one of our like Bible classes, we had to go to another church of like a different faith. And I guess that qualifies. So my friends went to the Scientologist church, and they're pretty much immediately want to sign you up to be like a member for life. Mm-hmm. So they used names of students that they hated, and they wrote their name down when they signed up for the church.
Well, hold on, that didn't make any sense. What you just said, that didn't make any sense.
So they were like, hey, if you want to be like included on like email chains and just like dumb like promo stuff, can you give us a name and an email, and like you can be one of us, kind of a vibe, which a lot of churches do. It's just to get you in the door. And they're like, yeah, for sure. And they used fake names.
Oh, they used people that they didn't like.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying the church used people they didn't. I was like, what?
But that would be funny if it was like Satan Payton.
Did you ever see, is Satan a redhead?
He's more like red-bodied. In my brain, he's like bald. He just kind of has horns.
But that bald head is red. I might need to make a redaction now. Did you ever see Tom Cruise at the church? Did you ever see any big-time Scientologists?
Well, I didn't go. They did, because I was genuinely scared.
What do they even believe in? Don't they believe that they're going to jump on a spaceship when they die and just like float off into the ether?
Essentially, but it's weird too. Like,
playing with Buddha's. Oh, I thought that was his ding dong, his dingus. I was like, what the hell is going on here? It's just his robe that happens to be in his dingle area. So
no one panic. But the Scientologist church, at least the one in Nashville, literally looked like a prison building.
Was it huge?
It was pretty big, but it looked, you would pass it and be like, oh, is this a prison? Like, it looked creepy.
I want to watch the documentary. They do like super sus shit where they like hook you up to EKGs or whatever.
I'm sure they do all kinds of weird stuff.
And they're just like, you have science.
Yeah. I don't even know like their full belief thing. I just know that they're very much like, you're in it for life, which I guess a lot of religions are like that, but it feels very like, I don't know. I guess I just associate it. Okay.
Associate
with like Hollywood and like
Tom Cruise, John Travolta.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't get David Beckham. That would have been a bummer because him and Tom are big, or dogs.
I like to believe that Victoria was like, we're not doing that. I don't think she'd be into Scientology.
I think between the two of them, she'd be the one to get into it.
Well, thank God we'll never know. But anyways, L. Ron, I guess, shout out.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He knocked Emma Stone off my list, just to let you know. So.
I mean.
He created a religion.
He certainly created something.
He created Scientology.
I love science. What's that from? Nacho Libre. When he's like, I'm not a believer. I love science.
Yep.
Okay, my number 9. He's a silly boy, and it's Prince Harry.
Whoa. Is that the We Want Our Privacy?
We want our privacy. Yeah, we know this by now. I'm obsessed with the royal family, but I will say him and his wife, I am not obsessed with.
Yeah, Meghan, get out. Can he even call himself a prince anymore? Didn't he
maybe he's just man Harry.
He is just Harry man.
Yeah, he's just Harry man.
Red Harry man.
But yeah, I don't know what his if he is just man now.
What do they do? I feel like they're just...
I think they moved to Canada. And they just have kind of a farm a little bit, and they're like, we're parents.
So what do they do for money?
Couldn't tell you.
Are they just advocates now? Are they just doing charity work?
Literally couldn't tell you. So...
Shout out to Harry.
Yeah, shout out Harry. Back in the day, he was like the bad boy prince, and everyone was like, he's so hot.
So would he have been the king if he stuck around?
No, his older brother William will be king. Probably decently soon, because King Charles is not doing too hot.
Looking a little croaky.
So
didn't the queen die, or is she still kicking?
No, she died because King Charles took over, because that was her son. So then William will take over, and that's probably...
I can't stop dropping the pencil today.
We'll probably only know the world with King William unless something crazy happens, because he's decently young.
That's fun.
So
not a redhead.
Not a redhead. He's a bald man, but he was blondie. But anyways, Prince Harry, I guess shout out to you.
There you go.
But
shouts out.
Shouts out.
We're staying royal. My number 9, Queen Elizabeth I.
Nice. Oh, I didn't know this.
Yep, she was the last Tudor.
What? I'm sorry?
I guess that was her family name, Tudor.
Oh, okay. I was like, excuse me?
Yep.
How dare you?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So, redheaded as they come. Apparently, she died by blood poisoning or something like that. Apparently, she was depressed when she was going because she I think she, what's the word? Sent out the execution orders for a cousin or something.
Dang.
She was locked away in the London Tower.
Was she young? Or was she
She died at 69. So.
That's a bummer. Well, nice. Keep it in the royal fam.
I don't have any more fun facts. That's kind of all I remember. The last Tudor. So that's pretty funny.
R.I.P. to the Tudor.
Yeah, the Tudes back in the late 1500s, early 16s, maybe.
The royal family is full of ginge.
Whoa, yeah, low key.
Yeah.
I think her dad or King Charles. I think King Charles was her dad. I think he might have been ginge.
They probably were all named Charles, let's be real.
Yeah, there's a lot of Charles.
Yeah, it's
there's
like
a
George
lot of Elizabeths, Victorias.
Yes.
That's all I got.
And then George and Charles is pretty much the only two.
George is a big one.
Yeah. Well, dang. All right. Shout out, girly.
Yeah, shout out to the last Tudor.
Yep. We
love Tudors.
I thought I had a burp. Okay, my number 8 is of the cartoon variety.
Oh, I should have had a cartoon on here.
Because this was just very prominent as a child, and when she is redhead, she is red, and it's the Little Mermaid.
Oh,
she is fire engine redhead.
Is that your only cartoon?
No.
Okay, all right. I won't bring up who I should have had, but okay.
Yep.
The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Is the new Little Mermaid redheaded?
No.
Well.
But it's okay.
Damn.
I should have honestly purchased a cheap Little Mermaid wig and worn it for this episode.
Yep. Shout out to Ariel.
Yeah.
Did they keep the name Ariel in the new one, or
Yep.
did they? Okay, who knows anymore what they do?
Yep. But she was one of really my first redheads that I remember, like, as a child.
Sick.
So shout out to you.
One of the OGs.
And like literal red, not this like ginger copper situation.
Yeah, red as
Fire
it gets.
engine. So shout out, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Love you.
Shout out. We might need to do a little
Toy removal. We're just gonna do a brief intermission, aka me just chatting, because we had to do a little toy removal. It is what it is. Sometimes things just happen, and you just gotta roll with the frickin' punches. Yep. All right, my love.
Okay. You're gonna hate this one. Scarja. Number 8. I mean, it's Black Widow. She's like she's the most iconic chick
Is she
Avenger.
a natural redhead?
I think so.
I think she's a blonde.
No, she's not. She's definitely naturally red, and then she dyes it blonde. I think that's the deal. I hope.
Oh.
I know I say I hate Googling, but we got to Google this.
Wow.
We have to figure this out.
Rule breaker alert.
I know, but this is one of those freaking exceptions where this is going to change my whole list. This is going to change my whole list if it's not true.
I almost wonder if she's naturally brunette, low-key. No, because I'm trying to think of her like young audition tapes.
She's naturally a bit darker brown. Son of a bitch. All right, she's off the list. Wow. Black Widow's a sick movie.
You can say Black Widow. Because I had a cartoon character.
No, there's plenty of other people that could be on here, so we'll
just throw one of them up.
Woo. God, there's so many good ones.
This is a on air first, I think.
This really is. Oh my goodness. I just don't have any chicks if I take her off. It's such a bummer. But aside from Queen Elizabeth I, of course.
I was like, wait a sec. What is she chop liver?
I took the flying
this
tomato off.
This is tense, you guys.
I know, this is tough.
I'm nervous.
We'll put Shaun White back on here.
Nice.
He deserves it. Shaun White, come on.
Wait, what number is that for you?
Number 8.
Nice.
We've talked about Shaun White a ton. Yeah, what's there to be said? If you don't know who it is,
that's actually crazy if you don't.
Yeah, you are freaking lame.
Yeah.
He is the Michael Jordan of snowboarding. Let's be honest.
Yeah, of course.
He's the biggest name. He won the most ish. He is the MJ of competition snowboarding. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I think
of the half pipe.
I think that's fair.
Because what did he do on the rails? Not much. It was the beginning of his career. He dabbled.
Yeah.
But insane.
Yeah.
I don't. If you want to hear about Shaun White, go listen to our other episodes. I swear he was in
He's definitely been in some.
What was another one?
I think Olympians he was in.
There you go.
Might have. I don't know if that was it, but we've definitely talked about him.
2 episodes ago, we did a deep dive there. I think that was the only time. So if you want to hear more about him, go listen to episode 36.
Yep.
Because nobody listened to us. Get those views up.
Yeah, please, you guys, come on. Sorry, you hate the Olympics, you world haters.
Honestly, I don't blame you. The Olympics are a travesty.
They've been really bad, but we don't need to get into that. My number 7, honestly, we can scoot right on past because it's Shaun White. So he made the list.
So the Flying Tomato. Like, what a sick nickname.
Exactly.
That might end up on a top 10 nicknames list in the future.
Ooh.
Shaun White might end up being one of the most prevalent top 10ers on our podcast.
Oh my gosh. We should do like who's been the most mentioned. Maybe on like after some time has passed. That'd be interesting to see.
Just go back and listen to all our freaking episodes.
Oh my god, we do a tally. That'd be crazy.
Or I guess we could just scroll through our
notebook. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But anyways, we've talked about him a bit, so we don't need to deep dive. But I had to mention him.
I swear, one of my favorite clips is after he won his first Olympic gold. He was doing an interview on TV, and they were like, "So what was the ride like back?" He was like, "Yeah, they were popping drinks, and we were in the limo just having a good time." And she was like, "Wait, you're 19. What do you mean they were popping drinks?" He was like, "Mountain Dew, baby. What are you talking about?" Since he was sponsored by Mountain Dew, so handled it like a true professional.
Good plug.
He really. He took the media training to heart.
He really did.
He's a media...
Even from a young age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was... he's just always been that dude.
Yeah.
When he got wrecked by Bob Burnquist or...
Oh,
it might have been... It was either Bob or Andy McDonald.
I don't remember.
I don't know. I want to say Bob Burnquist almost killed him when he was like 13.
Can you imagine if he would have?
We would have. I don't know who would have taken up the
mantle,
the podium.
Yeah.
Who would have been that guy?
Thankfully, we don't have to find out.
Yeah, shout out.
But yeah, Shawnee Boy, my number 7.
You're the man.
Yep, those fire. He honestly has pretty like fire engine red hair. Like a lot of people will have like a coppery kind of, or like. He is pretty redhead.
He is full-blown James.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
A lot of people like to hate on him because he's the best, but.
Sorry.
You got to be that guy to be the best.
Yeah.
TBH. Who is the greatest at what they do and is like just the greatest guy ever? Name Wayne Gretzky.
But I think it's. Because you're still going to have people who will hate him. Like, you're not going to find someone who's like, yeah, no one can really say a bad thing about him. Like, I feel like that's super rare at that
just think
level.
About Michael Jordan.
People shout on him.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you got Michael Jordan, you got Shaun White, you got... People shit on Tony Hawk for being, like, a nerd and a cookie
Yeah, but that's less of, like...
douchebag.
Yeah, it's more just like he's such a dork.
Yeah.
Which, yes.
But Wayne Gretzky, I feel like people didn't think he was a douche, but he's Canadian though, isn't he? So that doesn't count. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other greats. Who are the goats? Top 10 goats.
Have we done that?
Nope.
How have we not done that?
Tiger Woods, douche.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get into it in our GOATs episode.
Yeah, wait, we're
just
gonna
tune in.
Yeah.
Just stay with us.
All right.
What are we even at?
I just did my number 7.
Number 7. My number 7 is a certified lunatic, and we all love him for it. Vincent Van Gogh. Oh, you got nothing to say?
Oh, I have something to say in a little.
Okay, well, I'll just say that his Starry Nights painting is insane and that he painted it from like an insane asylum, didn't he? He was in the loony bin when he painted one of the greatest paintings of all time. And I swear he was one of those artists that nobody appreciated when he was alive, too. Like, everybody shat on him. And he cut his ear off. So we'll get into it later.
Oh, we shall.
I'll leave it at that.
We shall.
I want to watch the movie where Willem Dafoe plays him.
I know.
What a perfect person to play a lunatic.
Yeah.
He is...
No, he'd be really good as that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of Willem Dafoe, I want to watch that freaking Penthouse movie that he's in.
I kind of do, but there's something very claustrophobic about it that even when we were watching the trailer, I was like...
But you're in a penthouse.
I know, but still. I mean, we'll still watch it. But, I don't know. I do want to watch, speaking of all these house movies he's in, the Lighthouse one with him and Robert Pattinson.
Good.
I want to see that.
So good. We should have watched that instead of Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, that movie. It was okay.
It was so fine. Like, it started out
It
good.
didn't suck. It was just very fine.
It just, like, petered out.
Yeah.
It started out like, oh, this
could get creepy.
It's getting good. And then it just stopped trying to be creepy. Then it would, like, throw a demon in your face every once in a while.
But barely.
I think they dropped the ball with his girlfriend being a succubus. They should have really dove more into that.
Yeah. Don't watch Jacob's Ladder if you want to spook, because you will not get that.
Maybe they should have chopped off, like, the last 20 minutes. Like, when he was being wheeled through the thing, that was, like, peak creepiness. And then they could have, like, went on for 5 minutes after that and been done.
Yeah.
But they went on for, like, 20.
It sucked. Oh, God. Anyways,
Yep.
Willem Dafoe. We'll watch his films.
Yeah, we'll get into some more Van Gogh.
Yes.
You can't see it from the camera, but
This is why we need the selfies.
Straight up, that's basically Van Gogh inspired.
It definitely is, yeah.
100%. That one's sick. I think I had one of his paintings on my wall back in Charlotte. I need to bring that painting, the skull with the cigarette.
Oh.
I think that was one he just threw together when he was a student or something, like an art student maybe.
Okay.
One of his first.
His early pieces.
Yeah. Honestly, it's either a Van Gogh or a Picasso. I can't remember, but what do I know? I'm over here just sounding like a freaking snob right now, talking about Van Goghs and Picassos.
Don't say Picasso. Okay, my number 6.
Before you go, Picasso is like the one guy that people bring up to like act like they're into art. It's like, oh, I like Picasso, like his Blue Era and stuff. Like,
Who would you say is your favorite artist?
My painter. Let's say painter. Ooh.
I have mine.
Guys, this is so whack. Either Van Gogh or Picasso, probably.
Damn.
I know. What about you?
Henry Matisse.
Oh, it's a good one.
I feel like he's one of the few that I'm like, everything he's done, I would hang up in my home.
Nice.
But I don't know a ton. Like, I'm not like a whatever.
I will say I like Picasso before he was like, not cubism. What's his crazy shit called? Why am I blanking on that? He's like an expressionist, not an expressionist.
Oh, like the style.
Yeah, his
shift?
crazy style where he like puts noses where eyes are.
Oh, crap.
Why are we so dumb? Why are we so freaking stupid?
No.
I'm breaking it again. This one, hey, I'm going to keep talking while I look this up, but it's Picasso freaking, he did crazy paintings, cubism. It was cubism. No, it wasn't.
That doesn't sound right.
I liked his blue period the most, when he was just depressed as shit, not making money. That was the best. Yeah, I guess it was Cubit. That's just not right.
That doesn't sound.
But it is right. Surrealism?
Surrealism sounds more.
Nah, I think it's Cubism.
I think Cubism's not a word.
I don't know what it is now. Well, I've just been a POS this episode. No more fun. Let's keep it rolling.
All right. My number 6, another cartoon. Hey. Kim Possible.
Hey, is that your last cartoon?
Nope.
Oh my God, you went cartoon heavy.
Yeah.
Kim Possible slapped.
Maybe she actually was the reason I wanted to be ginger as a kid.
Fair enough.
Because I loved. Wait, that actually might be why. Because I watched that all the time as a little girl. And I loved her color of red. That really might be why. So shout out Kim for making me pray to God every night that he would turn me into a redhead.
Do 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 do.
Do 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 do. If you think about it. Do 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 do. Oh my God, I really do think that is the reason. So shout out to Kim. Obviously beloved.
That show is the only reason I think I would get Disney Plus.
You know what? In some ways, minus the spy element, we are Kim and Ron and Rufus. If you think about it,
What?
we kinda.
How?
Well, he would obviously just have to be Rufus. I think you're blonde and Ron is blonde. I'm not really like him, but I wanted to be as a girl.
So
We're just a trio. I don't know.
Okay, we're just a trio, but we have none of the characteristics of Kim and Ron.
Don't.
Okay. Don't.
Don't.
The best part. Oh my God, Pineapple Express. Such a good movie.
But yeah, I actually really do think she's the reason I wanted to be Redhead. So I probably should have put her higher on my list.
That's pretty valid.
But you know what? She had to make an appearance. So
That show was so good.
it was just the best.
And the taco place that they would always go to, a burrito place.
Of course.
Oh my goodness.
Do you remember like one of their musical episodes?
No.
Oh my God, the Naked Mole Rat song.
Nope.
Oh my. TikTok, if you're listening, let me know if you know the Naked Mole Rat song, because I will sing that still to this day. My mother and I will sing that song.
Sing it.
No, I can't, because maybe I'll do it on like a TikTok live.
Oh, you think we're gonna get demonetized?
No, I just got nervous to sing it. I'm gonna be so for real.
All right, fair enough.
Stage fright girl.
Fair enough.
But anyways, yeah, that's my number 6. Kimmy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Kim Possible.
He is Rufus.
Yeah, he's straight up Rufus. He Rufus AF.
Ew.
Okay, number 6. It's our guy. And we get to see him soon. William Montgomery.
How did I not? Oh my God, Richie.
Straight up.
Whoa.
If you don't know about William, go find out.
Please go find out. It will change you.
He is a comedian. He is on the come up. He's going to be, I don't know if he's going to be huge, but we love him.
I don't care if I want him to be successful, but I don't want him to be arena huge.
Okay.
Although he kind of would be a good comedian for that because of his energy.
Yep.
Not everyone would, but he kind of would be.
I think comedians need to stop doing arenas.
I agree.
Cut it out.
But because of his volume.
Sure, but it just doesn't, I don't know. Granted, I've never been to an arena show for stand-up, but it just doesn't feel right. It's too much. A theater is perfect.
And boy, oh boy, are we going to experience that.
Oh, hell yes. Just a freaking lunatic.
Yeah. Don't give too much. Just, if you've never heard of him, just look up William Montgomery. Look up like a compilation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be the best. You'll either immediately love him or it won't be for you. You'll know right away.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
If he's not for you, then maybe this isn't the podcast for you, guy. Huh?
Remember
or gal?
when we were on his pod?
Yeah, we were on that man's pod. That's crazy.
I think we bombed low-key.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy that's just on the internet now. The dude didn't bomb, though.
Not only did we bomb on his podcast, we bombed on his podcast with the middleweight UFC champion.
And I had no idea.
Sugar Sean O'Malley was on his podcast. And we were just like, oh, yeah.
I think we were just so, like, enamored because it was William and Casey. And we're like, oh, my God. That I was like, who are these people? That's crazy.
Yep. So, William Montgomery.
Cannot wait to see him.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, my number 5 is someone that Joe Rogan loves to butcher his name, and it's Ed Sheeran.
Hey, there you go. He's a part owner of Ipswich. That's why he was at the game.
Well, never mind. Then he's off my list. Just kidding. Yeah, Ed Sheeran, obviously kind of took the world by storm. I forget when he really like popped off, but it doesn't matter.
Close to a decade ago now.
Yeah, maybe even more. which is so weird. But you love him. To me, he like is the epitome of Ginger. I probably should have put him higher on my list. But just his persona, just hit, like, even when you look at him, you're like, yeah, of course. You couldn't have been born blonde.
He's a madman.
You couldn't have been born brunette. Like, you were born to be a redhead.
He is an absolute problem at the bar.
Yes. Yes. But in, like, a weird way. Like, yeah, he's just a goof. I bet he's a really sweetheart boy, honestly. He's probably a really...
Until he starts drinking.
Yeah.
I bet he's the guy that you're just like, God.
He doesn't even get obnoxious. He just gets, like, weirdly existential. And then he's like, wait. Someone give me a napkin. I have to write this down. Everything has to be a song.
What are you... what? No. He gets in fights. Like, he tears shit up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. He is an issue. Like, he's got issues when he gets effed up.
Ed.
What? That's like his thing.
Wow, I did not know that.
Well, there you go. Ed Sheeran is a problem at the bar. He F's stuff up.
That's a bummer. But you know what? It's okay. He's just a silly boy.
He's just a fiery Brit.
Exactly. Can't blame him. So...
I mean, his head's probably steaming with all that red hair.
Truly.
So...
That's my number 5.
Fair enough. All right, my number 5. He's the butt of so many jokes. It's Chuck Norris.
Nice.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
You know, like 10 Chuck Norris jokes. Who doesn't? Chuck is the guy.
Yeah.
Roadhouse. He's like the first white guy to be in a kung fu movie and just crush.
Why do I feel like he took up such, like, space in my brain during childhood?
Because you were probably just hearing nonsense Chuck Norris jokes.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah. He just feels like a very key part of, like, school.
Oh,
like,
my
especially
God.
gym class.
Middle school,
Yeah.
the Chuck Norris jokes were out of control.
Yep.
Out of control.
That's crazy. That just, like, unlocked something.
And Family Guy likes to shit on Chuck Norris, so...
I believe it.
And middle school boys love some Family Guy.
They certainly do.
Yep. Trying to think of a Chuck Norris joke right now.
I know. I was just gonna be like,
hard.
can you do one for us? Maybe that'll be our first, like, TikTok clip. You'll just do a Chuck Norris joke. Or honestly,
Chuck Norris.
comment your best Chuck Norris joke down below.
Yep, I'm sure nobody will.
Well, losers. How about that?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
That is funny, though, that, like, he was such a, especially gym class, he was such a big part of that, like, banter as a child.
Yep.
That's hilarious. All right, Chucky boy. My number 4 is my second to last cartoon. And it's Daphne from Scooby-Doo.
Of course.
She was the ultimate it girl.
Yep.
She was the girl that, like, if you ever did that costume and there was 2 girls, you're like, please God, let me be. I don't want to be Velma.
Yeah.
No one wanted to be Velma with the bowl cut.
Glasses.
Yeah, and just
turtleneck.
It was just not the look. But Daphne, on the other hand, she was the it girl. Her and Freddie, or whatever the crap, it couple of the century. She was
Correct.
the hottie of the squad. So, again, now that I'm thinking about it, she could also be part of the reason I wanted to be redhead so bad. Not sure if it's her or Kim, but regardless, she was that girl. So, shout out to you, Daphne.
Yeah, you can't argue that.
Yeah, looks and brains. I'm sorry, you're a hot detective.
Did she really have brains?
Velma was more the brainiac, but I mean, she made it to the squad.
She was there.
Yeah.
But, like, was she there just because, like, she was getting with Fred?
I like to think that Freddie was there just because he was getting with her.
But Freddie drove the van.
Ooh, so then maybe she was like, yo, I love this van. It's a cool vibe. Also, I guess, yeah, maybe she was in it for Freddie, for the van, for the adventure.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like Freddie was always pulling the masks off and being
Freddie
like,
was
"You
always the
rascal."
revealer. Yeah. He
Yep.
was like, I know it was you, Mr. Crumpets.
Yeah, way to go, Crumper.
Yeah. What did Daphne actually do now that I'm thinking about it? Was she just like, yeah, that's right, Scoob? Well, you gotta have an encourager, I guess, in the group, so.
There you go.
She was kind of low-key pointless. What did she do?
Maybe we need to go back, get caught, the damsel in distress.
Everyone needs a damsel. Okay, she was the damsel.
Yep.
She played her role.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess shout out Daphne.
There you go.
The damsel Daphne.
Damsel Daphne. All right. My number 4, you're going to be shook. I had no idea this man was redheaded. Honestly, I didn't know that my next 4 were redheaded. Malcolm freaking X. Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
What if I just threw up?
Malcolm X was redheaded. He was known as like the Red Lion of Detroit. It doesn't make any sense, does it? Anyone? Google it. Find out for yourself. He was redheaded. That'll just break your freaking brain.
Yeah, I'm not even doing this for the bit. I really have like nothing to say. I'm just processing.
Do I need to give this another Google just to confirm? Because I'm kind of like doubting myself again.
I mean, I believe you.
I'm doubting myself hard. You see, here's the thing. Like, can black people even be redheaded? Is that racist? I don't know.
A, I don't know. B,
like, tell me, have you ever seen a black person that was redheaded? Yes, Malcolm X, born Malcolm Little, was a natural redhead. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. You know why
can
nobody?
you show the camera?
You know why nobody thinks he was redheaded? Because everything you see is black and white.
That to me just looks, and not to be like, I don't know if this is bad, but to me just looks brown. But I guess there is a reddish tint
That's
to
red.
it.
He is a natural redhead. Civil rights activist stud. Detroit red. Chicago red. Those were his nicknames.
I'm sorry, I like have nothing to add because my brain is like, I don't know what to do.
I told you I was going to break your freaking brain. He was a redhead. So there you go. Malcolm X shouts out.
I'm just going to leave it because I literally have nothing to contribute. I'm going to be thinking about that for a long time. I'm going to be telling everyone at the lake tomorrow, every customer that signs up, did you know this? And then if they did, they get 50% off.
Oh, shit.
Hopefully that's fine with my bosses. My number 3, I seriously have nothing to add to that. That just broke my brain.
I told you.
Sorry.
That broke my brain when I read it. I was like, what? But
You're going to catch me at 3 a.m. just like writing notes about it.
I've only ever seen black and white.
That's true. You don't see a lot of color photos of him.
Mm-hmm. Podcast over.
Yeah, this is our last episode. I go into an institution and I can't handle it.
Way to go, Malcolm.
Yeah, I have nothing. That's crazy. Well, I'm gonna go into an episode real quick. My number 3, he's a classic. You think of Ginger, you think of him. It's Ron Weasley. There could be no Ginger list without him. He was the classic cutie patootie. I know that he's a real person with an actual name. It's like Rupert, but he's Ron Weasley.
No way. His name is actually Rupert.
I think it's Rupert Grint.
Those freaking Scots.
But no, it's not Rupert. It's Ron Weasley. Yeah, not a lot to say. He's just a sweetie poo.
Like I said in one of our first episodes, the original simp.
Literally, which I love. You know what? Here's my take for 2024 is we need to bring back simps. And I think that they are great. And
What do you mean bring them back? Where'd they go? I think they're still here.
I feel like they're gone. I haven't really encountered like No one in my life is like, oh, I'm a simp for her. Or, oh, but like, I don't really know any. Except for me.
You're dating someone. You're not actively around
No.
single people like that.
Well, some of my friends are single.
Your girlfriends.
Yeah, true.
Simp Nation is still very
It's still
prevalent.
here. Thank God. Okay, good. That puts my mind at ease a little bit. Well, shout out Ron, you OG Simp Nation. May men continue to follow in your lead.
He bred a generation of simps.
As he should. Good job, Ron.
And somehow he still secured the bag at the end of it all. So good for him.
Yeah,
I guess.
Simps always win.
Ooh, I wouldn't put that message out there.
Simps sometimes win if they're respectful and good.
Emphasis on sometimes.
Sometimes is underlined.
And highlighted.
And bolded. And italicized.
And
it's in size 17 font.
Yeah, it's pretty large. Yeah, I think the simp game works for a certain type of lady.
Yeah.
I don't even think I would say most ladies.
Again, you have to be respectful. Can I not talk? Respectful.
You got to do your what was like Jack Black doing his like tongue twister, untongue twister.
Yeah, red leather, yellow leather. We had to do that for theater.
Leslie Loppler laid low in the Galapagos. There you go.
Best top 10 tongue twisters. We're doing it.
Whoa.
We're doing it. That's gonna be the hardest episode to get through.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Anyways, that's my number 3, Ronnie boy.
Freaking Ron. God. You know what one of my favorite things is seeing Harry Potter without the special effects when they're just like going through the hall. They're just like,
that's yeah, because you think about it like during filming.
It's like the dumbest shit ever. It looks so
You really
dumb.
got into it just then.
I mean,
when Guardian of the Leviosa.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be a freaking wizard?
I mean, fair enough.
Witch.
Yeah, I'd be a
They're
witch.
witches, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wizards and witches.
I low-key I might just throw my shoulder out there. I mean, you need to warm it up before you start throwing some freaking spells out there.
You're like, sorry, I was casting too many spells.
Yeah, and oh my god. They'll be like, how'd you hurt your shoulder?
You just tell them the name of the spell you were doing.
Yep, just hanging out with the Boone Wizard.
God.
Have you seen his car? He has Boone Wizard on the side of his car.
I think I've seen that before I saw him.
Yep.
Like, I've seen the wagon mobile.
God, what a character.
Nice.
What a staple.
All right.
Where are we at? Number 3. Again, this one I had no idea. Blew my freaking mind. Our first president, George Washington.
That, to me, I could see. I could see him being a ginger.
Washington. 6'10", weighs a freaking what? I don't even remember how that song goes.
No, me either. But
look it up. It's a banger.
No, because it'll get stuck in your head for months.
6'10", weighs a fucking ton, maybe.
Who knows?
Oh my gosh! But what?
Georgie boy.
Yeah, what's there to say? He led our nation through the Revolutionary War. We probably would have taken a fat L there without that legend. And then he was our first prez. He's on the dollar bill.
Yeah, wait a second. I want them to have the red in the dollar bill.
Well,
if we're gonna do it, no.
Yeah, but that picture was when he was older and.
Well, they also wore wigs.
Yep, big wig. You know why they wore wigs? Because they had syphilis. They were all losing their hair from syphilis.
I would like to think that in his hair's heyday, it was long. Like, I'm picturing long red hair. So we could only hope. That's crazy. That doesn't break my brain the way the last one.
Yeah, Malcolm X.
But I didn't know that. I could just see that.
My number 1 is gonna.
I'm scared, honestly, that I'm gonna have to call for help. My number 2 is a classic for you.
What?
The love of your life, the love of your childhood life, Jessica Rabbit.
Hey, she didn't make my list.
That's rude.
My list was misogynistic as shit.
Well, that sucks.
I'm glad you picked it up for the ladies, because I sure as shit did.
Yeah, I tried for my girls. Yeah, Jessica Rabbit. I know you love her so much. She is the ultimate hottie. It's kind of hard to deny that. And she really is the ultimate redhead.
You gotta watch the movie. It's so good.
It is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's actually freaking good.
No, we can watch it. But, I mean, I do love her. Of course. She's a hottie boom body. That would be such a good Halloween costume.
I'll be Roger Rabbit. You can be Jessica Rabbit. All right,
done. Catch us on Halloween.
Yeah, because we've only said we're going to be 30 different things for Halloween.
Sorry, there's not enough Halloweens in the year. We need a whole month.
And then we get to a week before and we're like, what are we going to do? And
Not
we just slap something together.
Not this year.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's my number dose.
Good
Jessica.
One. Shout out. All right, my number 2. This is for all the people that just love to think about ancient Rome. Alexander the Great.
Interesting.
He was a redhead. Had no idea. I hope that was the Roman Empire, because if it wasn't, I sound like a freaking idiot right now. But, I mean, what? Come on. You have the Great in your name. You freaking conquered a whole nation. Like,
Shock the nation.
yeah, he straight up
literally
shocked. He shocked the Roman Empire. The way he expanded that shit, he went hard in the paint.
Yeah, that is actually kind of shocking to me. I can't picture him redhead.
Also, another dude from the Roman times, Nero, the psycho that just basically tanked ancient Rome.
Redhead?
Yep.
Huh.
So,
Interesting.
dishonorable mention.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, Alexander
the Great. I didn't look up enough fun facts about you, so
we don't even need the fun facts. The fun fact is that they're redhead.
yeah, we're getting down to the end here. I'm dragging some serious ass.
It's okay. We're almost there.
Ugh.
My number 1, we've talked about him before, previous today. It's Vincent van Gogh.
One-eared Vinny.
One-eared Vinny, as some say.
Didn't he like try to give it to his girlfriend or something, or like
God, I hope
ex-lover?
not.
I think that was his present to hit one of his exes, was his ear.
God, I hope not, but also probably.
And him and Paul Gauguin were big homies, and they just like, I think.
Paul Gochujang?
Yep. Paul Gochujang, and I swear they both moved to like a tropical island after they just went crazy and were just like, F it, let's go to the Caribbean.
Me and my boy forever.
Yeah, let's
That's
go
awesome.
to the Caribbeans.
I just think it's crazy that, like, he died being like, well, I'm a failure.
Straight up.
And then just forever in history, and he's like looking from wherever you go when you die, and he's like, seriously, couldn't have caught a freaking break while I was there.
Yeah, just watching Picasso make bands, make freaking
He
racks.
goes, oh, cool timing, you guys. Now you notice. Interesting.
Yeah, art is gotta be like, that is insane. The subjectivity with art and how it's like priced is gotta be one of the dumbest things ever.
Yes.
Like modern art, or when people are they just set up a box and they're just like,
listen, I'm not an artist clearly, so I'm not gonna like.
you don't need to be an artist to set up a chair and be like,
no, but like
represents our time.
Right. But I'm saying like the Van Goghs out there,
Oh,
clearly there's freaking talent that I
that's a
can't
different
even.
level.
But yeah, some of them when they're like, see, this red stripe represents the blood of my ancestors, and you're like, or you just slipped when you were painting.
Dude, you just made a red stripe.
Like, but you know what?
Or a pile of garbage, or like,
This represents
society.
the littering crisis.
It's society. figure it
Everything
out.
is society if you think about it.
And if you think it's bad, you're dumb.
Then
That's always
you're
like,
the problem.
Yep, that's always the message that they have.
Honestly, that's kind of awesome. You can just do anything and then be like, if you don't like it, you're the issue.
I guess we gotta open up a
art gallery.
A modern
yes.
art gallery.
What should we call it?
Dumb.
It'll just be called art, but it'll be spelled A-U-R-T.
Art-tarded.
What's your number one? Let's wrap this up.
Oh, honestly, my number one might be responsible for the whole ginger population. Genghis Khan. He was a freaking redhead. Yeah. Mind has been blown. Genghis Khan, like 10% of the population can trace their lineage to Genghis Khan. That's how much havoc he wreaked in the Mongolian days. But also, he's kind of responsible for like the Silk Roads and all the trade and all that good shit going on. So he might have killed a lot of people, but he did some good trading. So, Genghis freaking Khan. Fun fact, one of the villages or towns that he just absolutely ran through with his Mongols. People were like rolling up to it, and they were like, dude, what? It's like July. Why is there snow covered everywhere? Like, why is there snow caps? Mm-hmm. And they got closer. They weren't snow caps. Bones. Just piles of bones. And these people thought it was snow from the distance. That's how hard in the paint Genghis Khan went. We can't even comprehend the destruction that man went through in China. Like, it is nuts. It is nuts.
Well,
and the fact that 10% of the population today can trace their lineage to Genghis Khan is why he's the number one redhead. So, shout out to Genghis.
I guess. Well, on that note, my honorable mentions.
I got so many.
I just have 3.
How?
I don't know.
How? The hell? Go ahead.
Lindsay Lohan.
Yep.
Conan O'Brien.
Ugh, God, I hate Conan.
Me too, but he's a redhead. I don't like him, but you know what? Carrot Top.
All right, here we go. Since my honorable mentions, Thomas Jefferson.
Nice, I could see it.
Never knew that one. That one kind of broke my brain. Here's one. Your great-great-grandfather, Winston Churchill.
Let's go, great Grumps.
Mark Twain. Shout out to Huckleberry Finn.
Interesting.
Bill Burr.
Of course.
Louis C.K.
Of course.
Leonardo da Vinci was apparently redheaded. That's crazy. Leonardo was a lot of things. Redheaded. Apparently he was gay.
Nice. Good.
I could see him being bisexual more than gay, though, but that's beside the point. I feel like everybody in Renaissance Italy was bisexual. They were playing both sides of the field. For sure. Just a different time. John Hancock.
Nice.
Andrew Jackson.
Nice.
Kind of a piece of shit, but there you go. Nicole Kidman.
Of course.
Vladimir Lenin. Whoa.
Huh.
Shout out to the Russian Revolution. That's another one. I've only seen black and white pictures, so I would have had no idea. You said Lindsay Lohan. Mark McGuire. I know you did steroids, but damn it, did you hit that ball a long ways, and we love you for it. Willie Nelson. God, Come on.
That's awesome.
Come on.
Come on.
Axl Rose. Guns N' Roses.
I know who that is.
Oh,
I didn't know
okay.
they were redhead.
Okay, yeah. Whoa. I thought you were just like, who?
No,
but,
I know who that is.
Okay, good. Ooh. Legend. Vilma Flintstone? Is her name Vilma?
Mm-hmm.
Velma.
Nice.
It's all the same. But shout out to her and her T-Rexes. Apparently Seth Rogen's redheaded.
Yeah.
So, some of his... God, my brain is so fried.
It's okay.
Some of his newer stuff is a flaming pile of poop.
Yeah.
It's just poop on a platter.
Is Jonah Hill redhead? Because he gives...
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. Cheetah, Andrew Santino, of course.
Our boy.
The Red Mamba himself, Brian Scalabrine.
Oh.
People like to call him the worst NBA player of all time, but he's still got a ring. He was playing for the Celtics when they won.
Blake Griffin, is he redhead?
Sure.
I think he's redhead.
We'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Love Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty sure he is.
I'm a huge Blake Griffin fan.
Nice.
This one kind of shook. We'll go ahead and say Bill Walton, another basketball player. This one shook me.
Okay.
Corey Taylor.
Nah, I see it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's where he gets all his rage.
Of course. It's not all the abuse and fondlage as a kid, but
no, it's just gingerism.
Yep. Corey Taylor, if you don't know, lead singer of Slipknot. If you don't know, freaking shame on you.
It's okay. No, if you don't know, it's okay because
no, you do know. You know Duality. Everybody knows Duality.
I
push my fingers into my...
I didn't know until we met.
Dude, that's ridiculous. Well, that's ridiculous. You should know. But now you know. You've seen them. You saw them
Yeah, man.
live.
I'm their freaking biggest fan. I know all their songs and words.
Yeah.
So.
Name two.
I'm just going to sing them.
No, you got to name the title.
Yeah, I'll just sing them. So the first one is... Well, I can't... One of them has a lot of swears.
So just name the title.
It is...
This is the ultimate... Oh, nice shirt. Can you name 3 songs?
Oh, my God.
You got the right first consonant.
No, I know it. I can picture it on Spotify. Oh, my God. What's the second letter?
You.
I don't know at the top of it.
Surfacing. God.
But I can sing them more than I can speak them.
I would say that's the majority of the songs, so that's fair.
So.
There you go.
Is that your last honorable?
Yep.
All right. Well, everyone, there you freaking go.
Yeah, a wild. Oh my God! How did I not think of freaking Kyle from South Park? I am. Yeah, Kyle. Kyle Broflovsky. Oh, yeah. So there you go. That's your Redheads.
Top 10 Redheads.
Hope you're feeling fired up out there.
And honest to God, before we go to bed tonight, I'm going to pray again. So we can only hope tomorrow I wake up looking a little different. Sure.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's all. Oh man. I guess as long as that goose keeps it gambling. We didn't cap one episode. We didn't cap the Olympians off with that.
That's why.
But I I guess you just don't freaking see snake eyes, so don't bet on 2.
Hey, man.